Hello, welcome back. So it's our daily update on Matic. So thanks for joining me. I'll try and make this a short and sweet video, really, because there's not a great deal to go through. So if you watched my previous videos, you know that I enjoyed looking at this big fat white line here, which is our 200 EMA, and that, to me, I believe, when looking on the hourly chart, gives us an idea of some kind of support and resistance and trend. So if we look back in time, we can see that we were trending under it in this small bearish move since its release. As soon as we broke above it, we continued to stay above it until we reached our peak at the parabolic top. Even when we were crashing down from there, it did find a support, which we bounced from, and another support, until we broke beneath it. Then it became a resistance, and then we were bouncing above it. We couldn't get above it until we did break above it, and now again it becomes a support. So it does look like it holds some relevance, and it does seem to dictate its movement, whether we're above or below it. So the good news is we are above it, and it looks like it has turned to a support. So we're still at very early days in this, though, so it could break beneath it. We need to get a little bit further above it, but things are looking good. So what I've done here for you guys is I've put a pitchfork tool in, because we've been in this sort of a bullish trend now for almost getting on for a week almost now. So it was time to see if we can work out some direction for it, map out some kind of direction for its next few days to a week. See if this pitchfork will have some relevance to the movement. So yesterday I tried to put one in yesterday. I can't stay at my computer all day, so I theoretically imagined that the correction would bring us all the way down to the 200 EMA. But luckily for us, we corrected just above it and didn't touch it. So now that correction played out, I popped it in, and since putting that in, if we can see, sorry, this computer's terrible. It's not even an activated version of Windows. It's just the worst little laptop ever, but I don't like throwing things away just because they're bad. If it works, it works, and it's still working, so I'm happy with that. So we bounced from the bottom of the blue line. If you don't know how the pitchfork works, it's as simple as this. The bottom of the blue line should become support that moves all the way up. Top of the blue line will be the highest level of resistance we'll find, also moving all the way up. This green line would be a resistance, the red line also resistance. The green line could also be resistance, but we're hoping that these will change from resistances to support. So this support here, if we're lucky, will move to the bottom of this green line here, meaning that we won't go any lower than that. And again, we keep hopefully upgrading ourselves within here until we break for the for the up or for the down. So at the moment it's looking quite healthy. The pitchfork worked in this instance, so it appears to be working. So we found the bottom of our correction here, we moved up, we hit this support level right in the middle of the pitchfork. That's a healthy place for it to bounce down. We don't want it too high too fast. So it bounced back down from there, further correction, and found a support here at the bottom of the blue line. So the pitchfork is working in this instance for the moment. Matic likes to do big moves and break trends, so this might not be here for very long, to be honest with you. So hopefully what we're looking to see here now, so we're on the hourly chart, we're going to find our way up here nicely and slowly, and perhaps if we're lucky we will bounce back down from the middle rather than this green. So that would bring us up for our next bounce. What sort of time would this would be? At some point today, by midnight, hopefully we'll have reached the value of about 2.873, so almost 2.9%, before we find a correction which will bring us to a higher low, probably around 2.7ish, 2.7 of a cent would be our new support, hopefully. That's asking quite a lot of it. It looks like a very small range for it to move in, but believe me, this isn't a small range at all. It's only when you look at it in comparison to this, because that was a 10x. Okay, so that's it looks like a small trajectory, but it's really not at all. That level of movement is very high. It's very high indeed, in fact. So yeah, it's a matter of waiting now and letting this play out over the next few days. And if it stays within this pitchfork, then great. We've mapped out some form of trend until the trend ends, which it always does. So it's just a guide. It's just a rough guide, and if you know anything about the way cryptocurrency works, you'll know that no matter how much technical analysis you can do, no matter how many guides you can put in or things you've mapped out, it just does what it wants anyway. I mean, I'm not a trader. I just want to let you know, don't do anything because you think I've influenced you to do that. I'm not a financial advisor, and some people send me messages on Twitter and YouTube asking me what I think they should do with their money. I'm never going to be able to answer those, and I wouldn't be able to. It's your money. And what you should do is you should look at my videos. You should look at a number of other people's videos. And even better than that, you should try and learn how to do your own technical analysis. It's not as hard as you might think, and make your own decisions. I'll never be able to answer those questions for you, I'm afraid. I only do this because this is a coin that I'm invested in, and I'm going to do this analysis anyway, so I might as well record it and put it on YouTube for you to have a look at. I know there's not a lot of people doing this sort of thing with Matic, so I guess I've found a little niche in that respect, but try to do your own analysis and make your own decisions, and don't feel like I've influenced you in any way, because this, like I say, this pitchfork or this analysis, it generally looks as though it is relevant and it looks like it might work, but I can tell you now, as soon as I turn this computer off, it could quite easily do the exact opposite of what I've told you it's likely to do. So please be accountable for your own money and do your own analysis. It's much better to do it that way. If you can empower yourself, it's the best thing to do, really, and don't rely on other people. Although I am very grateful for you watching my videos, believe me, I am. Anyway, I will leave it there, and thanks for watching. Put your notifications on if you want daily Matic updates, because I try to do them daily. And have a nice day. Thanks for watching.